Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today, Crazy Wyllie and his partner there, Nina. And you know, it's this time of year. Mother's Day will be here before you know it. And what happens at Mother's Day?
Family Fun Day happens at Mother's Day. Mother's Day Saturday. Woo! It's when our community comes together and celebrate our community.
Just because we can.
Just because we can.
Yeah.
So that day includes a crawfish boil. I mean, who doesn't like a crawfish boil?
He doesn't.
Suck the head off.
We bring a little Louisiana to Front Royal.
You go down there and people are standing in line 30, 40, 50 deep to get that crawfish boil, you know, that
I
you
sell
make.
out.
We always sell out.
We've sold out pretty much every year except one.
And then you took those home and ate them.
And we keep a few for us so I can make so she can make some etouffee.
Yeah.
And we can have some crawfish, some good crawfish that aren't Chinese out of the grocery store.
Right.
Throughout the year.
Well, I heard the crawfish season is kind of bleak this year. They're hoping it'll come because they don't start coming out till just about when you need them.
That's right. They live a very long life, and most people think that they're underwater so they can survive underwater. Well, crawfish do not live in water. They burrow into the mud, and they lay their eggs, and then when they hatch, they come out. So last year we had a drought, and we had a very bad drought in Louisiana, and it dried up all the mud down into some of the creek beds. Then, as the season was coming in, we got a big chill down in Louisiana.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Mud bugs do not like the cold weather. So it was a season that was very rough on all of our crawfishers this year.
Yeah.
Some of the wholesalers did not sell any. Some of the restaurants closed and have not opened. The season has started to make a rebound. However, you only have till June for the season.
Yeah.
So that's why we do Mother's Day Saturday, is because it's towards the end of the season. The season actually runs from January through June.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that because you see most of them the end of February going into March.
Right.
But Mardi Gras, the crawfish season, is alive and well, and this year it's been a struggle. However, the wholesaler we deal with assured me that we would have the crawfish for what we're going to do.
All right.
We thought about, should we change it because of the price? And I called him, and he said no. He said, you've been true to form for your crawfish for 9 years. This is the 9th Family Fun Day.
Wow.
And so let's stick with it.
I can remember the very first one. I said, who's that crazy guy on Main Street who wants to put on a fun day? You know, dancing around in the street and goofy clothes and
life is too short not to live it to the fullest.
We're getting married, you know. What is wrong with that woman?
Well, I came here to be with her.
I know you did.
And to celebrate a life with this beautiful woman. And ice cream is magical. So we decided to try our hand at the ice cream. But 9 years, it seems like it's only been about 9 weeks some days. Then other days, it seems like it's been 900 years.
I know.
But I wouldn't change a thing.
That's great.
This is the most magical community. We started this with just an idea for saying thank you, and the customers and the residents of our community wanted more. Right. And so the second year when we started doing vendors, they came in, and then from there, the vendors that we have about 55 vendors this year. And I'd say 97% of those are all local right here in Warren County.
Right. That's good. That's what kind of makes it when it's community. I remember years ago we had towards the end of the old Festival of Leaves, I don't think we had 100 vendors, and 99 of them were from somewhere else and selling paper, nothing to do with local craftsmen and I think that was kind of like, you know, you could tell people just were disappointed. So now it's changed, and everybody's going back to the local thing. And I think this last Festival of Leaves was great.
This last Festival of Leaves was very great.
And so, of course, yours are always great. So one of the highlights, though, is the parade. tell us a little bit about the parade. Can I still get in?
Yeah, you can still get in. Yes, we're still taking applications for the parade. You got a couple more weeks to get those applications into us and get us lined up. I'd like to have everything finalized by the end of this month so I can get you a list and so we can do a proper video as they're coming in. Okay, this is
it
going
always
to be...
changes. I got the list and wait a minute, they're
We
number
try.
30.
We try very, very hard. Sometimes it's difficult, but we do try very, very hard
It's
to
like
stick to our
herding
list.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Getting everybody to be where they need to be. It's a lot of work to run an event. It's satisfying.
Yeah.
To see things.
One year, I think I seen Willie towards the front of the parade, and I know he went around and came back, and I seen him at the end of the parade.
I tend to be in the parade a couple of times. I got a lot of energy to spread.
Yeah.
And so I run up and down the street and make sure things are running smoothly and dance. I love to dance.
I know. When we were growing up, we didn't have this ADHD label. You know what I mean? Kind of like now we have a new one for him.
They would have diagnosed me with all kinds of things if they started putting stuff on those things back then.
So he put his own label. This is crazy.
This is crazy. That's right. Crazy Wyllie. Just accept it.
Yeah, just accept. That's okay. So what do we have planned for this year? Anything different?
This year we have the Rattling Chains guys coming in to teach some frisbee golf.
Right.
We have a blacksmith coming in to help teach us some of the blacksmith art, and that's a lost art. Come down, buy some wares, and see how the metal is created into. He does blades, he does spikes, he does pretty much anything to do with metal.
Did you say the chainsaw guys are coming too?
The chainsaw guys are coming.
No, those guys are interesting. What they can do with that chainsaw, isn't it?
Yes.
All of their artwork is created with the chainsaw. They do not use a file. They do not come in and grind it out. Everything is done with the chainsaw right there on site, and it's really cool. It's a really cool thing to have.
Okay.
And then we have the Bear Fair coming, which the carousel is too big for the spot and takes up too much. So we settled.
Put a bathroom in down there and took up all your carousel spots.
Well, no, the bathroom was on the grassy area. So I still utilize the pavilion that they put in for vendor spots.
Yeah.
So this year underneath there, we're going to have In the Moment doing a photo booth.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if we're going to have a screen up or if she's going to green screen it.
She did come in and tell me that she had seen it done. So what we would like to have are people in a crawfish pot.
Right.
So with a green screen that they're in the crawfish pot. We thought that would be a very funny picture.
Sure.
But she said it requires 2 green screens and that she's going to try it out and see if she can make it happen.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Technology.
That's right.
Technology at its
She did come in and
finest.
she said, she'd need a little bit more room if that were the case. And we were like, that's fine. We'll give you as much room as you need.
We're getting some local vendors and crafts and things like that.
Getting some local vendors, some local crafts.
And can we still get in on that? I mean,
we have a few spots left. I'm pretty running low. I've been in to talk to Lizzie a couple of times and say, okay,
give me another 10 feet down the road.
We're needing a little bit more. It's growing, and as long as the people want to be a part of it, then it needs to grow.
All right. So, which part of the streets are we closing this year? Or for the parade, it's closed.
The parade is closing Main Street, so we line up on Luray Avenue. We come down Luray to Main Street, up to Chester, down Chester to Second, up Second to and disperse there at the Government Center. So that will be the closing for the parade. For the closures for the event at this juncture is just the gazebo area, and I'm fighting for Main Street now because we need the 400 block of Main Street closed. Right there. That's where the fire trucks need to go. Because the fire trucks the fire company comes in, they're in the parade, and then they're a part of afterwards. So we need some spot for them.
Yeah, they take up a lot of room.
That's right.
They do, and they need to be able to get out if they need to get out.
That's right.
So,
that's a good spot.
I try very hard. I walk over, and people on Main Street see me walk in the gazebo area all the time. Thinking that dude's just a little crazy over there walking around. And what I do is I visualize where my vendors are going and how the people are going to move around. So I play it in my head over and over, and I lay a map out, and then I go in and I rearrange it because the vendors, I want it to run smoothly.
Right, right.
And I don't want two vendors selling the same thing side by side each other, because that's a little bit of a disrespect
Sure.
to them. We try not to double up, but
You
some
try
of
to
them
give
do.
them a little more lanyap.
A little more lanyard, a little more something extra, little bit of happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
a little,
great.
little bit of happy. And said for 9 years now we've been doing this. And I'd like to say it gets easier every year, but that's not necessarily the case.
I know you didn't have your hat on. I said, you're really getting that gray hair. Let's talk about the ice cream shop. I mean, you've got 2 locations now.
We do. We have 2 locations. We have the Main Street location that's 9 years now, and this is our 3rd season at the Apple House for what we call the Shack.
Yeah.
Out at the Apple House. So this is our 3rd season there. McIntyres are fabulous people to work with. It's a great location.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not great in January, but it's sure good the rest of
That's
the
right. And so that location in Linden is open 12 to 8, 7 days a week, except for Family Fun Day, where we'll be closed on Family Fun Day to have all hands on deck down on Main Street. Other than that, it's 12 to 8, 7 days a week.
April to October.
It's one of the few places you can get soft serve. You can't get that on Main Street.
No, you cannot get soft serve on Main Street. We do have soft serve out there. We have chocolate and vanilla, our chocolate and vanilla, and the soft serve machine.
Yeah.
So it's a superb soft serve.
You
And
need
then we
that
have
so
a
when
little
you're
hand-
driving down the road, you can still eat your
Yeah, until they order a large cone. If
Yeah.
you got a large cone, you got ice cream that tall on top of it.
don't take long to get
you
rid
know,
of that.
Those are hard to make. That twirling, that's an art. So taking over the Apple House brought us into a different portion of the industry. We're hand dipped on Main Street, and the soft serve is a different industry. But it's fun to watch and fun to play.
For the people that don't know, this is ice cream made right there on site.
Yes, well, we make everything on Main Street, and then we'll ship everything out to Linden.
Are you still doing, are you mobile?
We are. Just rebuilt my ice cream trailer. The white one we had is no more, so now it'll be blue. Just
Well,
finished
that's better.
rebuilding
It's gotta
that.
be
It's
blue.
better. Yeah, it's blue. It's better. And then we have the bus, so we'll be over at the Cardinals games this year. So that's why I put
see
the
you
trailer
everywhere.
together.
Well, we're all
over
excited about May the
11th.
Oh, I was going to say 13th, but that was last year.
That was last year.
And the parade is 10 o'clock sharp.
Oh, that's a Saturday morning.
It's a Saturday
It's a
morning.
one-day event from 10 o'clock.
It's rain or shine.
I remember that.
yes.
We were out there cooking that in the rain.
Yes.
But you know what? People were there still
They
standing
were.
in
I
line.
sold my crawfish.
600 pounds of crawfish is what we will bring in.
Yeah.
Some of the other we have Clay's Barbecue coming in.
Right.
We have When Worlds Collide coming in with food. We have Firestorm Pizza, and then we have Carolina Dreamin'.
Right. Rick's
Rick
barbecue is
Gardner
really good.
with
How about the entertainment? We're going to have some entertainment?
The entertainment we have.
Other than
It'll be
you.
different.
we-
Other
it's
than
It'll be
you.
different
Yes,
this year.
It's going to be different this year. Again, we have the Rattle and Chains guys coming in to bring in some frisbee golf and some entertainment to get you out on the different courses we
Sure.
have here. We have Jig and Jive Dance Studio, which
Yes.
will be doing a performance.
I don't see how those kids can do that. That just,
It's fabulous.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
I see you down there trying to do
Oh,
it.
I love it. I will be dancing the flamenco class
I know,
that
I've
I
seen
take.
that, yeah.
I've been doing that for 3 years now with Jig and Jive, and I absolutely enjoy it. Music Mountain School there on Main Street, they're going to have some of their children come down and perform. So I'd like to have some more local artists down doing some performance, but the Hobo Mariners, they do original music, and then they do a few covers, but they do a lot of original music. It's a duo, and they can bring a full band or just the duo, however they want to. So we're working on that now to see what's going to accommodate them.
Yeah.
So we have live music, we have vendors, we have great food,
And we're going to
crafts.
have a ballet presentation, but I don't know what the name of that ballet company is, so I do apologize for
And
not
I
having
apologize for that, not having it on my list.
that. But
I don't know how you could read it anyway.
I can't.
It's like doctor scratch.
Chicken scratch, yes, I know.
That's that Louisiana style of writing.
Yes.
So, and then some of the vendors, some of the sponsors that we had this year that stepped in, And we're still looking for some sponsors to help out with some stuff. We have Net Makers out of Winchester. Net Maker Communications. Premier Homes. Roof Simple. Stumblin' Tumblin'.
It was a new
new sponsor this year.
She won Light Fight, and she donated her winnings to Family Fun Day. How wonderful is that?
Oh, that's great. That shows you what our community all comes together.
I mean, how wonderful is that? That's Tumbling. So.
Let's talk about it real quick. Your Family Fun Day is a 501c3.
Our Family Fun Day is a 501c3.
So this isn't the ice cream shop making all this money. This is a community event.
This is a community event.
And the proceeds go back to nonprofits here in the community.
It'd be nice if it go back to the ice cream shop, but but it doesn't.
It does not. So
Family Fun Day is set up for with and about our community. It's not necessarily set up to generate income as some of the other functions are.
Sure.
A lot of the festivals that you go to, they're set up for money making.
Yeah.
Family Fun Day, when we had the conception of continuing this, because it was a one and done.
Sure.
And when we had that vision, I wanted the local vendors to be able to come down and do this. And not every vendor can afford to spend a couple $100 on a spot.
Right.
So we charge a $50 spot to help supplement the insurance and the fees that we have, and then the cost of putting on the event. So we cover that, and then we get the crawfish, and then after we have all the sales, the proceeds that we do have, we split among different charities throughout town, or as a couple of years ago, we bought the Warren County High School a new mascot. Willie the Wildcat mascot needed to be replaced. So we took the money that we had left over.
Always helping the community. I think that's what it's about.
It is about our community. And the stronger, the more we come together, the stronger we are. And the stronger we are, we're unstoppable.
Right.
As long
Willie
as
says,
we're together.
I'm thanking the community for putting up with me. I'm telling you.
Pretty much. I mean, they gave me a year, and I'm like, okay. And then we were able to purchase the building.
Yeah.
And from there, invest in your community. And let's look at Main Street. Main Street right now is beautiful.
Yeah, when you started, it was all empty.
It was pretty much. It was a lot of empty buildings up and down Main Street. You have the old Warren Paint shop that is coming back to life. The apartments are about finished. I think they got the appliances moved in. So they got a few more things to do on that, and then they're working on the kitchen actively downstairs.
I think when people see a little success, they don't mind getting involved. Well, if you can do it, I can do it, and it kind of success breeds success. I think
success breeds success, and investment breeds investment, and we have a lot more local investment in our community now, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
Because the more we take pride in our community, the more others will enjoy our community as they come here.
The pollens are out today. My car
they
was
are.
covered.
Yes.
We got to do something with these these trees back there. Well, look, we're looking for May 11th.
May 11th. The parade starts at 10 o'clock. You ready to be in the parade? Contact me. Come on over. We want everybody in the parade. Doesn't matter if you have a big float or if you just want to walk in it. You got an organization, you got a business, you got an organization to put yourself out there. Let's have fun and put yourself out there. Come on in and be a part of the crazy parade that we do down Main Street.
And he might throw you a stuffed animal or a T-shirt. Or
I've got some big stuffed animals. I got a couple of big ones to throw this year. We got a bunch of little ones.
Beads.
A bunch of beads.
Beads are coming. They've been
beads
shipped.
should be here. Yeah, they're on the road. They should be here in the next couple of days.
I don't know how many beads I've given to the kids. I still got that big bear. Maybe I'm going to bring that back and you can toss it.
We love to recycle.
I will recycle it. Yes, I will recycle it back into.
But you get a lot of help from there are other sponsors in these stores. I know a couple of years Walmart helped you out.
Walmart has helped us in years past. Little change of venue this year. Sure. But
we get a lot of support. I mean, it comes all out, and that's what we want.
$100 here, $100 there. Somebody says, well, I can't do much for $50. Well, $50 goes a long way.
Right.
Yeah, $50 goes a long way when you nitpick and you watch what you do.
When you do it the Louisiana way.
We just move through and take care of ourselves.
Well, we appreciate all you do in our community. It's great. We'll be looking for Fun Day, That's Family Fun Day. That's on May 11th, right here in Front Royal.
Yes, sir.
We call it historic downtown
That's
at the
right.
gazebo.
At the gazebo.
At the gazebo.
Parades, 10 o'clock sharp. We need y'all's bodies there to help us make it a fun event.
All right. We appreciate it. Thanks again,
Thank you,
Willie.
Mike.
Thanks, Nina.
Thank you.